this is part 2 of the interaction system. So we're gonna add, for example, holding different types of interaction types. I don't know what the fuck I just said, but hopefully you understand it. Okay? Thank you. First things first, the left mouse button, it should go away. You have to go in FPS, whatever you have. I don't need this. Mobile controls, hell no. We're gonna create a new action. So just search for action inputs. So here input action, and this will be into. You will need to add this actually in every project. So just it's really simple. Just add it. Then go to inputs. In the defaults, add new mapping. Add this interact, and it's gonna be left mouse button. So you can go back, switch it with AI interact, and this will be start. Trigger, what it means is basically every tick, as you can see, you can hover it around. Trigger occurs after one or more pressing. We're gonna use this actually today. So to make different types, I usually go to interaction and create enumerations. Enumerations are basically a big list of things. The icon actually shows it in the interaction types. So we can have different types. We can have, for example, pressing. We can have holding. So when you're holding down, basically, two types. So now we have the interaction type. We're gonna create another interface function. So F basically interaction type, and this will be an output. So just have a type. My type is U. Basically, we're gonna use this to switch around between pressing, holding, playing jerkmate alone. Yeah. So in the main item, we will have this interaction type. For example, we can probably promote it into a variable, instance editable, exposed on spawn. So we can basically switch it. So if you have like different items, to create more items, you right click on it, create a child. Right here you add BP, for example, or 1. Now if you drag it out, we will have these defaults, so you don't have to go in. But if you don't want to promote it into a variable for some interesting reason, you go in here, double click on it, and you have this. But I will not do it. So right here we can set, for example, this kind of order. Of course, don't forget to make the sphere bigger. It makes the interaction work. And it's, for example, pressing. This will be, for example, holding. Or this can be holding as well. It's quite up to you. So now we have to make, so which is holding and which is like, whatever. So to make the logic, right here at the interaction, enhanced input action, basically unhook this branch. This will be a custom event, and this will be interact. Right? Have it right here. We're gonna have another custom event, but this one will be begin interact to make life easier. Okay, now we actually have to check basically this. So right here we can actually delete this branch, copy this, and do from range last index. It's basically when you go up to it, right? And if you have multiple items like this, it's gonna take the last one that you interact. Right now I can't because it's not hooked up, but it will take the last one that you're overlapped. So we just do is valid question mark, plug that in, is valid, bang. We're gonna interact, that's gonna be right here at the start, so like that, and the same function. Probably make it into a function, a pure one, but oh well, just like that. From here, get interact, get in, f type, just like that, is valid. And right here we just do a switch, and we can choose basically if the item is the press one, then we're gonna do the press one. If it's holding, it's gonna do the holding. So the pressing is this interact, basic default interaction. probably should rename it to like tracked base. So event dispatchers, I don't really use them because I don't really like them, but it's one of the ways to actually interact. So basically why we're using it, because we need this elapsed time. And we need it right here. We cannot just drag it, it will not work like that. So we just use an event dispatcher. This will interaction holding, I don't fucking know, I don't care. Add an input right here, and this will be uh, elapsed time. I wrote it incorrectly. We basically can get it, bind it, no, call it, yeah, call it. And from outgoing, plug it in, plug into the elapse seconds, and just like that. So it's basically going to call it and get the seconds. Right here we can bind interaction holding, bam. So now it's basically gonna communicate both of them. When that shit's going, this shit's gonna get called. So we can have a custom event, ongoing interaction, for example. Let's have a branch right there, and if it is greater than 1, so it's full, we are gonna do base in, was it interact base? And we're gonna unbind it, because we have to unbind what we binded. Either it's gonna basically continue. Unbind interaction this thingy and plug it in right here. Get a little bit prettier. Okay, this is kind of a mess, I would say myself, but this is one of the ways to create holding, basically. This is what we're creating right now, is holding, and when it completes, we're gonna basically do the same, but unbind all events from interaction holding. Just like that. And it literally fucking Christ, I'm switching to Unity 6. I'm so fucking done with this, bro. So now basically what I did is right here on the interact. I did the last index as well. So it should everywhere right here should be similar. The last thing that we have to do to it to work, we have to go into our interaction right here, input action, and trigger, add a trigger. This will be a release. Oh, so I didn't set the greater than 1, so just check that, but it should work now. If we play, and if I hold, yep, and now it just disappeared. This one, I click, bam, disappeared. So now we have basically holding, so you can hold, bam, and I think if you use interaction threshold, for example, put it to 1, I think it should be longer, or you can go into here. If it's greater than 2, for example, that's going to be a lot longer. Bam. So I'm gonna set it to, for me, for my game, it's gonna be like 5-ish. So it's gonna be really, really long, like 5 seconds or so, and bam, you just picked up. And this one, you can just click on it, and it's gonna get picked up. So that's it. I have a fucking crash shot. I can't know.